Have you ever wondered about the boundaries law enforcement must respect when they enter private property? It is a fundamental question about our security and privacy. When law enforcement has a valid search warrant, they can generally seize any evidence specifically described in that warrant. This protection against unreasonable searches and seizures is rooted in the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution, ensuring that government intrusion into our lives is limited and justified. The Fourth Amendment includes a crucial particularity requirement. This means a warrant must precisely describe the place to be searched and the specific items or types of evidence to be seized. It is not a general permission slip. Officers must establish a clear nexus, or connection, between the items they wish to seize and the criminal activity being investigated. For example, if a warrant is for stolen jewelry, officers cannot typically seize a ledger of financial transactions unless the ledger is also specifically mentioned, or is in plain view and immediately recognizable as evidence of another crime. The scope of their search is also confined to areas where the described items could reasonably be found. If they are looking for a stolen car engine, they cannot search a small jewelry box. However, there is an important exception called the plain view doctrine. If officers are lawfully present and conducting a search within the warrant scope, and they inadvertently discover other items that are immediately apparent as contraband or evidence of a crime, they can seize those items even if they are not listed in the warrant. For you, understanding these limitations means you know what to expect if law enforcement presents a warrant. If officers are at your door with a search warrant, it is helpful to remain calm and ask to see the warrant. Read it carefully to understand the specific items they are authorized to search for and seize. You are not required to assist in the search, but you should not obstruct it. It is often wise to make note of anything that is taken and, if possible, request an itemized receipt of the seized property. This helps ensure transparency and accountability. This adherence to specificity and limited scope is a cornerstone of our legal system, aiming to prevent fishing expeditions by authorities. The exclusionary rule, sometimes referred to as the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine, demonstrates the legal system's commitment to these protections. This rule can prevent evidence seized unlawfully, outside the scope of a valid warrant, from being used against you in court. Furthermore, a warrant is issued by a neutral and detached magistrate, or judge, who reviews the probable cause presented by law enforcement to ensure its validity and necessity, adding another layer of protection. These checks and balances are designed to uphold individual liberties. Ultimately, a search warrant is a carefully crafted legal document that gives law enforcement specific, not unlimited, authority. By understanding the particularity required for seized evidence, you gain valuable insight into the powerful constitutional protections in place, reinforcing the principle that our homes and belongings are shielded from arbitrary government intrusion, unless precisely justified by law.